speaking of spunk, going back into that Venom, Spider-Man, Sony, whatever verse that we've got going on, there is another one that's coming up pretty fast here, and that is Morbius. It's been delayed a couple of times. I'm, of course, very excited for this movie. I think Jared Leto, again, Academy Award winner. I love the trailers for it, especially that scene they released with Morbius like ripping through all those soldiers and everything like that. I have loved everything I've seen about it. It's been delayed a few times, but it is now coming out, and today they released the official poster for it. Which looks like a poster that is fulfilling some contractual obligations, unlike the really cool posters. But we've got this poster for it. Let me bring up another version of it here so we can see it all. So we've got this poster for it, and it looks like the DVD cover. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't like the poster.
No.
I don't like the poster. I way prefer the poster that is currently hanging in theaters that is just that tight close-up of him in the vampire face.
And that face is so cool. It's great. It's great makeup. The design of that character is great.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah.
He looks absolutely fantastic. So why they go with a poster like this? Looks like a cheap Hallmark Christmas movie. Jared Leto was a troubled teenager. This is his first Christmas home in 10 years, coming back now that he's got his life back together
Don't
again.
let him date your daughter.
Yeah, and Matt Smith in it looks like his older brother who's annoyed that he's back and wishes he was just gone. Of course, then his ex-girlfriend, anxious for his return. You got Harris down there on the bottom, who's his dad, and maybe the competitor for his love interest there in the other. I don't know. It's a bad poster. It screams 80s cheese with the two eyes and the mouth. Go back and use... Rob, all I could think about was what you've told us a lot about this type of stuff is quite often now, actors have poster presence written into their contracts.
They have approval. They
have to make garbage like this. That other poster was perfect. But Rob,
you couldn't see that it was Jared Leto. You knew, but it's still, you know,
we saw the trailers.
You know, his agent's like, people don't know it's you. You got to get on the poster so they see your face everywhere.
Isn't his name on the poster?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jared Leto. Yeah,
he's the star of the movie. Yeah,
but look, maybe it's just me. What do you think about the poster?
First of all, okay, Marvel Comics has decades of incredible art, and yet they never go to these artwork. They never go to the like Bill Sienkiewicz. They don't go. DC did to do a great Batman triptych, but we just get these Photoshop posters that people who are, I don't know what they're thinking, but a movie poster should mythologize the movie that you see. One image should tell you everything you need to know about that movie. Your idea of a Christmas film where, I mean, it looks to me like Santa Claus decides to be a young man again and give up. Santa Claus has given up his job title and now he's going to go live as a normal man amongst humans. I mean, that's
like Lucifer, but Santa Claus.
Yeah,
now.
No one's going to get presents this year. I mean, it's just what is that? How does that say Morbius?
And hey, listen, again, I want to emphasize, I say this all the time about movie posters. Movie poster has had no impact on how good or bad the movie is.
No.
It's not even made by the people who made the movie. It has nothing to do with it. It's just a marketing thing. It's just a piece of marketing. But why would you put out a poster that is going to deter people from coming to see your movie? Like this, I don't want to be over, like, in all due respect, and I know there's some professionals who probably poured weeks of their lives into trying to make this poster. All due respect, but this poster is shit. This does look like, you mentioned Photoshop. This looks like a 16-year-old kid. Well, I shouldn't even say 16 because some of the 16-year-old Photoshop artists out there are
Boss
some
Logic to do
12,
a poster.
12-year-old kid in someone's bedroom. But yeah, go get just a signed Boss Logic. Get anybody, or just go back to that freaking, or pull all the talent in and say, look, we know we have it in your contract, but hey guys, you're going to make more money if this movie makes more money. This poster is not going to help us make more money. Would you guys mind if we make the other
20
poster?
20 people gave notes on that poster.
Yeah. No.
And that's part of the problem is that 20 people's notes probably got incorporated into it, which is why it's such a shit show. Is that like, too many cooks in the kitchen, and then you have something like this where it's trying to be too many things. And you know what? Here's another idea. Don't worry about pulling all the actors in and saying, I know we put this in your contract. Don't put it in the contract. Just don't put that in the contract from the very beginning. Say, listen, if this is the hill that you're willing to die on, how about we just give you an extra $1,000 or whatever? Like, there's other, I mean, obviously there's more nuance to it than that. But yeah, I agree. This poster is, it's very pedestrian. And I think that it cheapens the movie. Like, I look at this poster and it's not going to deter me from seeing the movie because I'm excited about seeing the movie. But if I weren't already interested in the movie, this would make me go, oh, this looks like a really cheap film. This looks like something that is not really worth my time. So if we're speaking to the people outside of the core fan base, which you want because you need to promote it outside of the core fan base, you need to have something that's at least intriguing. Oh, what is that? That looks kind of interesting. Let me learn more about that. And this poster doesn't do it.
Nope.
What do you think, Chris? You're taking a look at this. Is this are you going to be the one person here? Does this one work for you? Did it catch your eye? What do you think about it?
I want anything about this movie to get me excited about it. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't care about this movie in any way, shape, or form. I love Matt Smith. I'd give a go for this because I think he's playing a Hunger, the living vampire, I believe. And if he wears that outfit with those little red high heels, oh, yes, let's do that. But I could not care. And this poster reminds me of like a weird 90s DVD bin at Walmart, Donnie Darko situation. I don't know. Someone make me care about this movie. In the comments, let me know why I should want to see this.
See, because let me throw this out. How can you put that poster out when this is floating around out there? I mean, look at this. Like, I see that poster, I'm like, fuck yes. Oh yeah, give that to me. I want to see this. Or the one that was just on the cover of a Total Film. Remember the one we broke down? Like, how can you have any self-respect and put this out when this is also out there right now?
Well, first of all, you could just take that exact Batman poster and put Morbius the vampire and have it just say Morbius, and it would be better than that whatever god-awful Photoshop whatever.
And again,
that is.
look, somebody in the live chat was asking, John, you said this doesn't affect how good or bad the movie's going to be. Why do you care? I care because I really want this movie to do well.
Right.
I want this movie to succeed. I mean, first, I want it to be good, but I want it to succeed so we can get more stuff like this. And that poster is not going to help this
Jared
movie.
Leto in a hoodie.
I mean, even just that alone, if you just made Jared Leto in a hoodie, the whole poster would have been better than this. It would have been better than this.
How about in a hoodie as a vampire?
Oh, now you're talking. But again, that other poster's already out in theaters right now. That's the tight half-face shot of him looking over. He's in the vampire face. It's like, this poster sings.
Somebody's probably like, well, we don't want audiences to understand he's a vampire yet. We want people to look at his handsome face. And
don't show them the
we
trailer.
don't want to tell everybody because there's lots of people that
We need
don't
them
like.
to know that there's a beautiful woman that he's probably going to have a love interest thing with.
Yeah.
We need them to know that there's an old guy too. It's just weird.
I would rather watch a Man-Bat movie, honestly. Like,
I mean,
give me that movie.
I just
Man-Bat.
rewatched the first episode of Harley Quinn again. It's like, okay. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you? And listen, maybe we're in the minority. Maybe you guys are looking at this poster and you're thinking, you know what? This isn't half bad. This is actually okay. If that's how you feel, awesome. That's great. I celebrate that with you. I hope you do enjoy it. Anyway, guys, whatever you guys are thinking, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.